If you are a business owner, your videos on YouTube should be doing a few different things. One, building trust. Two, driving in leads and sales into your business. And three, growing an audience of your potential buyers. But most videos just get views and that's it. So what separates videos that actually grow your business from ones that don't move the needle at all? After 5 years of working with business owners on their content, in this video, I want to share with you exactly what that is. If we haven't met already, my name is James. I've monetized 3 different YouTube channels, soon to be a 4th and a 5th. And on this YouTube channel, I help business owners, experts, and entrepreneurs grow their business with content, especially on YouTube. So if that's you, consider subscribing. Over the years, many people have asked me, well, what type of YouTube video should I make? What makes a good YouTube video? Now let me break down for you the perfect video formula that you can use to grow your business on YouTube. Okay, so the perfect video is going to have 5 different parts. Let me show you the overview of all 5, and then we'll break down what's inside of each one. The first section is the hook. This is the first 15 seconds or less of your video. The next section is the who and the why. This will also be less than 15 seconds at the beginning of your video. Then you have the value or the actual content of your video. This could be anywhere from 1 minute to 10 plus minutes. Then there's the CTA. This will be about 15 seconds. And then last you have the transition, which is less than or equal to 20 seconds. Now, this is the entire timeline of your video. Now let's break down what's in each one of these sections so that you know exactly what to record when you're creating your videos. And I actually like to break it down into 3 different sections. So the beginning, the middle, and the end. The beginning part of your video is one of the most important parts, if not the most important part of your actual video. Of course, the actual content is what's going to create the value, but if people never get to the value or the content, then they'll never have a chance to actually consume it. So in the beginning, we need to do a few different things so that people will want to stick around and watch the entire video. So in the hook, again, that's going to be the first 15 seconds or less of your video, and we need to make sure that we are grabbing attention. It's super important. Once someone clicks on the video, we have something there that's going to grab their attention to increase their curiosity, or at least want to find out a little bit more about what you have to say inside of your video. Another way that we can increase the likelihood that someone sticks around for our video is to confirm the title and the thumbnail. This is important because when someone clicks on the video, they're reading the title and the thumbnail, and it's your job to make sure that whatever they clicked on is in fact what they clicked on. So if you can at least confirm for them that what they clicked on is what they actually intended, then that's going to, again, increase the likelihood that they get to the next section of your video. And if your video is targeted for a certain audience, then it's okay to call out that audience so that they know that they're in the right place. So confirming that the viewer is in the right place is another way to increase the likelihood that they'll stick around and watch. And calling out that viewer is very much the who part of this who and why section. You're letting the audience know who the video is for, who it's intended, and who you are exactly speaking to. And when you do that the right way, the viewer feels like, okay, I feel like I'm in the right place. I feel like this video is going to speak directly to me and that it's going to help me solve a specific problem that I'm going to be dealing with. And to double down on that even further, we want to give a little bit of credibility to ourselves and give the viewer a reason why, this part right here, a reason why they should listen to us. It's great to make a promise and say, hey, I'm going to talk about this in the video. But when you have the opportunity to add some of your results or your authority or credibility in this first section, it just builds trust with the viewer that you actually know what you're talking about, or at least gives them the idea that you can actually help them solve this problem. So in this video, I mentioned that I'm someone who has monetized 3 different YouTube channels, soon to be a 4th and a 5th. So at the very least, I'm someone who knows enough about YouTube and has put in some work on YouTube to at least monetize 3 different channels. And while many people on YouTube have done a whole lot more than that, at the very least, it gives me a little bit of credibility and hopefully builds some trust with you that what I'm talking about is something that has helped me monetize YouTube channels and has been a part of my experience that now I can transfer to you. And to round out this section, it's important to make that promise to them and also tease what content is coming ahead. This could be as simple as letting them know this is the problem that I'm going to help you solve, or this is a formula that I use to get X result. Once you have this section, it's time to move to the actual value or the content. And if you're finding value in this video, I appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button. This helps YouTube show this video to other business owners who are looking to grow their business with YouTube. Okay, so now moving on to the next section, which is the actual value or content, or in a way I like to say the actual problem that you're going to help your viewer solve, is the middle section. And as I mentioned before, this could be as short as 1 minute in length, but could be as long as 10 minutes or longer. It really just depends on how deep and how detailed and how thorough you're going with this problem. And regardless of how long you spend in this section, the main thing is that you actually deliver on the promise that you made in the beginning. So in this video, I said I was going to show you a perfect video formula, and that's exactly what I'm doing. If you said that you're going to help your viewer figure out exactly how to create this thing, then show them exactly that. What really helps make this section of the video memorable is if you're able to tell stories and include visuals as you're giving your points. And chances are you are giving a lot of information in detail knowledge. So if you're able to organize that in a way that's digestible for the audience, then they'll be able to retain it better and they'll get more value out of your videos. I actually spent time drafting out this entire kind of whiteboard diagram before recording it. So that way I knew exactly what I was going to be speaking about, but then also can hopefully deliver it in a way where it's easily digestible, where we have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So that way you can take this information and implement it for your YouTube channel and your business. The last point that I'll make about the value/content section is that you don't necessarily have to make it super long. It doesn't have to be some long and drawn out video unless it really does require that. But the most important thing is actually the value per second, not necessarily the amount of seconds of value, if you will. So it's packaging as much value per second. So that way the viewer is actually getting so much ROI on their time. They're watching a 10-minute video, but the value is as if they were to spend hours trying to research or find out this information on their own. So the last point here is offer lots of value per second. So now we have the beginning, we have the middle, and now the end. The end is very important, especially when it comes to growing your business on YouTube. So in this end section, we have the CTA and the transition. The CTA is simply just a call to action. And in some of my other videos, I've talked about the types of call to actions that you can make in your videos. It could be as simple and as low effort and low risk as just simply subscribing to your YouTube channel or hitting the like button on your video. Or it can be as much as clicking the link down in the description box below, booking a call, or even purchasing one of your offers. You can make the CTA inside of your video. That's going to allow you to drive leads and sales into your business. At this point, you've built some value, and now there's a little bit of trust there. And having the CTA in this section is going to allow you to build your business. When it comes to making any type of call to action, it's important to tell the audience, tell them exactly what to do and when to do it. In most cases in your video, you're going to tell them to subscribe, hit the like button, click the link down in the description, book a call, and you're going to tell them to do it like right now. That's the most important part of it. And what's really powerful on YouTube and having a business on the back end of it is that you can tie a lead magnet to the video that you're providing. So whatever it is that you're talking about on YouTube in your video, if you have a lead magnet that ties into that, that complements the video, that's a really strong way to get someone to take action and opt in as a lead. And a great place to do this, again, is in the description box of the video. You want to make sure that you put this link above the fold. Above the fold just means within the first few lines of that description, that you don't necessarily have to click the see more button in order to see the whole description. Someone could just be scrolling down just below your video and see that link, click it, go to the website, and opt in from there. And as you're giving this call to action, the last thing that you'll want to do inside of your video is to create another open loop that leads to another video. YouTube loves this when you send traffic from one video to another video. This creates a session or extends a session duration that someone is watching content on YouTube. And if your channel is increasing the duration of time people are spending on YouTube, then YouTube will reward that by pushing your videos out to more and more of your audience. And you would do this in the last 20 seconds of your video, because YouTube has a feature called end screens, where it's at the very end of a video, and instead of the video just cutting off, another video recommendation pops up. You can select a certain video that appears there, and if you tie your video to the next video, creating an open loop, then that next video can help solve that problem. And to further help you grow your business on YouTube, I actually created the YouTube Action Plan. I put together a guide with the exact steps needed to kickstart your YouTube channel, to allow leads and sales to start flowing, building that audience and that trust with potential buyers. Click the link down in the description box below. Let me know where you want to receive it, and I'll send it straight to your email. Now that you have the perfect video formula that's going to drive leads and sales into your business, you need to make sure that you're optimizing them to get the maximum reach possible. Check out this video right here, which breaks down a checklist of things that you need to do after every single YouTube upload. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in that next video.